Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. Glad it's Friday after a long week of work. And not that I've got much planned this weekend because obviously this lockdown and everything. But yeah, hope you all well. And I've got a few guests for me I'd like to introduce. I'm going to do them in order. So we've got Adrian.
Thank you, Horlicks.
And oh God, I've lost the screen. There we go. And we've got Mark.
Good evening, everybody.
So yeah, thank you all for coming to help me out, and yeah, we're gonna hopefully get some more of the Terminator finished.
Yes.
And yeah, it's been a long time since I've did this, so obviously I couldn't do the last 2 weeks. So yeah, we were doing a bit of a marathon. Well, marathon. It depends how quick they go. We've got like issues 41 to 45. I'm planning on doing. But I do have more in case. Just see how it goes.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Ready when you are, Horlicks. I'll do that couple of bits of chat, actually.
Yeah, I need to sort the camera out.
Yeah, so Yorkshire Crafter says, hello, everybody.
Hello, Yorkshire Crafter.
Hi, Judy.
And we've got P40F20. Hi, all.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, P40F20.
And that's a bits of chat for now.
Right. Let's get the camera all going.
Okay, so while Horlicks is sorting out his camera, we're doing issue 41, fitting a vertebrate and casing. So we assemble and insert a vertebrate casing to further extend the Terminator's T800 spine.
Lovely. Okay, so here is my issue 41. And I'll open this bag. I need to change my blade in this. Keep meaning to do it, and I keep forgetting because it's blunt. Okay, so
parts check when you're ready. Okay, so parts check 41-1 is vertebrate spindle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's metal.
Yes.
That looked like plastic in the box. That's a surprise. There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
41-2 is vertebra casing deeper.
Oh, hang on. There's something in it. I'm sure that's not supposed to be in there. Hang on. Can you see there's something blocking the hole?
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
They must be the polishing stones they use.
Right.
Could be. Yeah.
So I'm sure they tumble these things in a big thing of these stones, and it sort of smooths it out.
Wow.
Ooh, they could be worth something.
I got one in a Routemaster stuck into the chassis.
Oh right, yeah.
So I've had the same. Okay, so we were on 41-2 vertebra casing deeper. It's like a round washer.
Could be under the silver one.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, I've got two. We've got deeper one.
Yeah, it should be the one on your left, Horlicks, is your deeper one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 41-3 is vertebra casing shallower.
Oh yeah. What's that one?
Yeah. 41-4 is vertebra connector. Is that? Yeah.
And that's metal.
And then you've got 41-5, which is vertebra small.
Okay, so that's this one here.
Yeah.
And this is plastic, this part.
Yeah. And then 41.6 is vertebra larger.
Okay, and again, that's plastic.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
41-7 is 5 M3 spring washers, 1 spare.
Yeah, that's 5 in there. Let me just grab this. I can pour them out on this tray. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then 41-8 is 5 PM 3x6mm screws, 1 spare. It also says you will also need a crosshead screwdriver, tweezers optional, a pair of fine nose pliers optional, and all the parts that you have assembled so far apart from the battery box.
Okay. Right, so that'll be the whole body that's on my shelf.
Yeah.
Right, let me just grab that.
We've got another chat. Dano Builds. Hello, everyone. Hi, Dano.
Hi, Dano.
I don't know. Okay, I think I am ready.
Okay. So I'm going to try and simplify this the best I can for you, Horlicks, because it's ridiculous.
Okay.
So fit the vertebra casing into 41.3 into part 41.4. Note that the parts 41.3 and 41.2 are smaller. Part 41.3 has a shallower recess and should be positioned recess side up, as seen in this photo, so that the edge of the rim of the part is level with the rim of the part.
Right, okay. So that will go into there like so.
Yeah. Okay, step 2. Fit the longer shaft part, part 1, into the hole in the assembled parts. Just like that. And then step 3, take the second vertebra housing and fit it over the short shaft of the vertebra. That's correct, yeah. Step 4, this shows the vertebra casing in place. The rim of the part butts up to the rim of the other part, which is inside the recess of part 41.4. Okay. So step 5, place the assembly from issue 40 on your worktop so that you can access part 43. Have the assembly from step 4 ready as shown.
Okay, so I'll lay him on the operating table.
Yeah.
And looks like we're going to be working down here.
Yes, that's correct. So step 6, take 4 PM 3x6mm screws and fit an M3 spring over them. Align the spline on the part to face the front as shown by the blue arrow. Fit the screws into the 4 holes on the underside of the part circled and tighten to hold the part in place as described in issue 39. If the springs are a tight fit, squeeze them around the screw with a fine nose pliers.
Right, okay. So we'll take a screw and then drop a washer on. And I may as well do that for all of these. Yeah, it's nice to be building again. I do miss it.
Oh, I don't know what I would have done without my builds in lockdown.
Yeah.
Gives me something to do.
Okay, so going to line this up, push it in.
Yeah.
Taking note of the spline there.
Yeah.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, that's incorrect. It's in there correct. How easy is it just to say that it's incorrect and then somebody thinks, oh, it's wrong then?
Yeah. It's incorrect. Yeah, I know.
That is correct way.
Yes, that's better, Adrian.
Right, just put them all in loose to start with, and then I can go around and tighten them up. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go.
Okay, and that is stage complete. The next vertebra has been fitted to the base of the thoracic cage. The other 2 vertebrae supplied will be used in the next issue.
Okay. Well, that was a quick issue, isn't it?
Yeah. And then what we're doing next is we're going to continue to assemble the spine by adding more vertebrae.
Okie doke. So as by magic, I have 42. Right. That is all parts out. Let me just put the...
You might find you have a letter in this one, Horlicks, from Hachette.
Oh, okay. PM 3x6. Right. I'm just going to put the spare screw away from the last issue.
Okay.
Spring washer. Ah, that's in my miscellaneous, but okay. So a letter.
You could have a letter from Hachette.
No.
Not in the magazine?
No.
So, yeah, it's just with this issue, there was a letter sent out about the sleeves to fit the fingers issues.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay. So, issue 42, fitting 5 vertebrae. So, the spine continues to take shape as we combine the vertebrae from 41 with the new pieces from this issue.
Okay.
Okay, and parts check is 42. 1 is vertebra smaller.
That's this one then, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
Plastic.
42. 2 is vertebra medium.
That one.
And then 42. 3 is vertebra larger. And 42. 4 is the spinal cord.
Ah, this bendy bit.
Yeah. Now, this is what me and Adrian, you now find out why me and Adrian said you might need some pliers or something, but you might be able to get away with it.
Okay.
Sort it. So it also says you will need parts 41.5 and 41.6 supplied with the previous issue, plus the assembly from 41.
Okay.
Okay, so step 1 is place the largest vertebra on your work surface and position the next in size on top of it so that the rim of the on part fits into the hollow in the part 2.
Oh, I see.
So what you're basically doing, Horlicks, is stacking them up. So you have the largest one at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
And then stack that on top and go up in, it reduces in size as you go up.
So that sort of rocks on there.
Yeah. So then it's step 2 is note that the fit is not tight. There is a wobble, room between the vertebrae. Next, take the next one and fit the vertebra 42.1 on top of the vertebra 42.2. The next piece is to add is part 41.6. So just basically stack it up in size. That's it. Okay. And then step 4, position vertebra 41.6 on top of the vertebra 42.1. The next piece to add is part 41.5. So it's that little cap piece on top. Okay. So step 5 is the 5 vertebrae are now assembled with the smallest on top of the pile. So step 6 is take the spinal cord. Note that one end circled has a narrower cuff than the other.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So step 7, fit the narrower end of the spinal cord through the centre of all 5 vertebrae so that it is on top. Place the assembly from issue 41 on your work surface.
Right, okay, so move that out of the way.
It can be a bit of a tight fit, this, but it does go through them all. We've got Chris Camplin as well here, and he says, hi, Horlicks, Mark, and everyone.
Hi, Chris Camplin. Thanks for joining. Right, okay, so the narrow end at the top.
Yeah, you have to push it up through.
Up.
From the bottom, Horlicks. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, it is a tight fit, but they do go through.
Really?
Yeah. You sort of have to wiggle it a bit, don't you, Adrian?
That does not want to go through there.
It will do. Just let me have a look at what end you're putting up. So it should be the narrower end. Yeah, that's the correct end. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, you need to put it, but they do go through, Horlicks, trust me. You just have to sort of wiggle them through and give it a little bit of force.
Yeah, it's sort of taking bits of plastic off there. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, they do, like I said, they do go through.
So I might just do this in reverse order to make it a bit easier.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, every time it goes through, it takes some plastic off.
Yeah. But these will be covered up anyway, so you won't see them holes.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So, step 8. Fit the top end of the spinal cord into the open end of part 41.1. Tighten the part which is the spinal cord by turning by hand as indicated by the arrow. So what you've just done in the previous Horlicks is going to screw into it.
Right, so up into there.
Like that, yes. And you need to screw it in.
Oh, God, that's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, this is why once you get it started, people were using a spanner or an adjustable spanner. You might to get it started.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, at some point you might want to come back and sort of tighten that a little bit, but if you're happy with it.
Yes, it is loose. I think it does need a bit more on it, but yeah, I don't think I've got anything to do that with. So.
Have you got no needle nose pliers or?
I need to order some stuff really, because it's not the first time I've been trying to find pliers. No, the only thing I've got is these electrical things, but I could grip.
Yeah, you could try.
Oh.
Chris Camplin says, have I done the mods to the Pistons, Horlicks? I think that might be, have you done the mods to the Pistons?
Oh, yes, I did, yeah. These ones. So they don't wobble as much.
No.
Because, yeah, we did that on last week, didn't we?
Yes. Yeah, Chris Camplin did his mods to his pelvis and his foot on Monday. I was kind enough to get them for him.
Oh, brilliant.
So, well, I felt sorry because he said he couldn't afford them, and you know, you could see the wobble.
Okay, I've done that, and I don't think that's going to come undone now. So
Right, okay, and that is stage complete. 5 graduated vertebrae have been fitted to the thoracic cage structure. It does say, expert tip, your model is growing fast and needs to be stored carefully. We found that a plastic underbed storage box lined with bubble wrap was a convenient shape.
cool.
That's if you don't have a divan bed.
Yeah. I've got, I took my arm off as recommended. So my arm's in a box. But yeah, no, really happy with that. That's cool.
Yeah. And starting in the next issue, which we're about to do, we're going to start working on the pelvis.
Okay.
You might need your electrical tape to hand, Horlicks.
Electrical tape.
Yeah, we're dealing with nuts again.
Ah, okay. That I do have. That is never far from me.
So in this issue, issue 43, we're starting work on the pelvis. We begin to assemble the pelvis onto which the Terminator's T-800 legs will be mounted.
Okay.
Chris Camplin says, to mine, not the Terminator's, LOL. Yes. Yeah. Oh, and we've got Fleetwood J. Hi all, hope everyone is okay. Good luck with your build, Horlicks. It's been a busy day painting parts for my camper. Now, high as a kite on spray paint, LOL. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
I want to see pictures of these mods and what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Okie doke. So, let me open this. There we go.
Okay. So, parts check. 43.1 is the pelvic frame right.
Okay, that's metal.
43-2 is pelvic frame right.
Again,
yeah.
metal.
43.3 is pelvic plate right. Should be on a sprue. Yeah.
Okay.
And then 43.4 is pelvic plate left.
Okay.
43.5 is 3 M2 nuts, 1 spare.
Yeah, 3, yeah.
Yeah. 43.6 is 2 kb 2 times 4mm screws, 1 spare. It should be the smaller screws out of them.
Yeah, small ones, yep.
Yeah, and 43.7 is 3 PM 2 times 6mm screws, 1 spare.
Okay.
It says you will also need a crosshead screwdriver, tweezers optional, a sharp craft knife and suitable cutting surface, and a fine file.
Okay.
Okay, so step 1 is cut the right pelvic plate marked R circled from the frame. Use a fine file to smooth any roughness where it has been removed from the frame. Arrow.
Okay.
And why are you doing that? Fleetwood J says, top secret, we'll have to wait for videos. I will also be releasing a video on the Renault for seat mods also. Oh, I look forward to that.
Okay, that's nice and smooth. I'm happy with that.
Okay. So step 2 is position the pelvic frame on your work surface as shown. Fit the smaller raised socket on the plate into the hole circled. It fits from beneath when the parts are in the orientation shown here.
Okay, so that way, like that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. And then step 3, fix the part in place with a KB 2 times 4mm screw.
Okay, that is the. Is that the small?
Yes, it's the smaller ones.
Smaller one, yeah.
Yeah.
Just back a bit. This camera's really not liking me today. I need to find a really good camera that's sharp and actually auto focuses.
Talk to Penny. She got a really good one.
Okay.
Okay. Step 4. Fit an M2 nut into each of the 2 hexagonal recesses circled in the part.
By your left thumb.
Oh yeah. At
Yeah.
the top.
Yeah. Then.
Those two. Yeah, those two.
Thank you. I was being a bit blind then. Couldn't see them.
Okay, and then I tape them in place, Horlicks.
Yeah. Love it. Okay.
Okay, and then it says, turn the part around over, taking care that the nuts do not fall out. Take the other pelvic frame and align the 2 screw sockets with the recess on the part, as indicated by the arrows. Note that there are raised areas on the underside of the part that fit into the recesses.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Mm.
Raised parts there. And it should fit nicely into there.
Okay, and then step 6, fix the 2 parts together with 2 PM 2 times 6mm screws.
Oh, I can't even get these screws on the screwdriver. Let alone when I come to do the NM screws on the other Routemaster build.
You need a wheather 000 for them.
Yeah, this is a 00 for this one.
Mm. Yeah.
Right, so that's one in. There we go.
Fantastic. And that is stage complete. Pieces of the right pelvic frame have been assembled. The left pelvic plate will be used in a future issue. We suggest that you leave it attached to the frame at this stage.
Okay.
And what we're working on next is we're going to continue working on the pelvis.
It's like that was an M2 nut, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So that goes in there. Yeah, it's just as you're getting into it, you say, and that's the end of the issue. And I'm like, no.
Of course not.
KB.
David Bassett says, good evening, Horlicks, Adrian, Mark, at all.
Oh, yeah, David, how are you?
Hi,
Good evening, David.
Yeah, that goes in there. Brilliant. Okay, that's them tidied up. So I've got that left, which I'll obviously be doing later on.
Yeah.
And that part. 43. Done. Right. 44.
Okay. 44. So we're working on the right pelvis, extending the pelvis by attaching the pelvic frame to the pelvic griddle.
Okie doke.
Okay. So the parts check is 44-1 is pelvic griddle right.
Oh. There we go.
Nice bit of plastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
44-2 is pelvic griddle detail right.
Okay, yeah, that's plastic as well.
Yeah. 44-3 is 2 PM 2 times 4mm screws, 1 spare.
Okay, they must be the
They are the black ones, Horlicks.
yeah.
Okay. 44-4 is 3 PB 2 times 6mm, 1 spare. And they are the longer ones.
Okay.
And 44-5 is 6 PB 2 times 4mm screws, 1 spare. And they should be silver.
Yeah.
Okay. Says you will also need a crosshead screwdriver and the right pelvic frame from the previous issue. Okay.
I know you might. There's one spare. Do you want to actually put those screws in the pot so that you remember which ones it is? You just leave the lid open.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. It's always have to work out at the end what they are. So PB 26. PB 24. PM 24. I see all the other ones I've got a silver, and that's the first black one. Okay.
Okay. So step 1. Position the right pelvic griddle 44-1 on your work surface and identify the fixing points for the pelvic frame circled.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Step 2. Take the pelvic frame assembly from issue 43 and position it over the pelvic griddle so that the screw holes circled align with the fixing points identified in step 1. Yes, I think you're correct, Horlicks.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Step 3. When in place, the outer edge of the frame should fit neatly into the part with the pelvic plate in the matching recesses in the part arrowed. When correctly positioned, fix in place with 2 PB 2x6mm screws.
Okay, so this one was a little bit awkward. If you place it in, it doesn't actually fit very well on this top side here.
Right.
So you have to put them in first and then drop the rest of it down. And then that seems to then fit really nicely. Because I did notice the first time I fitted this, without breaking it, if you just put it in like that, this didn't look very central. It looked a bit off. But then when you fit it in, it goes in really nicely and tight, and it won't actually fall out.
Yeah.
And that's now central as well.
Yes.
Cool.
So, yeah, you need to fix that in place with 2 PB 2x6mm screws, which is the longest screws you have.
The longest ones. So we need to go one in there.
Yes, that's correct.
And then one in that top corner there. Okay.
Okay. So step 4 is identify the 4 fixing points circled on the pelvic frame.
2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. And then use 4 PB 2x4mm screws to fit the pelvic frame into place as shown.
Okay.
That's the silver ones again. I think you find, isn't it true, Adrian, if you're screwing into plastic, it's silver, but if you're screwing into metal, it's black screws.
Yes, I think so, yeah. For this
Yeah.
one, yeah. It's the opposite way around from R2D2.
Yeah. God, I love that build.
Yeah, I remember them screws on that. It was causing such a kerfuffle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Near at the ends with the frame. It was just connecting the white bits of frame together through, and no one knew what screws to be using.
If they actually listed on when you got the screws, the size of them, you think, right, okay, yes, I've got 2 different sizes.
Yeah.
Then basically, if you only had one size screws with that issue, you think, right, okay, I know, right, all those is that size.
Yeah.
Instead of playing Where's Wally, I was playing Where's Screws.
Yeah.
Okay, Horlicks. So step 6 is take the pelvic griddle detail and fit it in against this rounded end of the part so that the screw holes circled are aligned. Yes.
Yeah.
And then step 7 is fit the part in place with a PM 2x4mm screw. Because you're going into metal this time, that's why it's the black screw.
Right. I've still got a silver screw left as well. Is that normal? I thought I'd put
We've
one
got to fit another screw in the next bit. That's why you've got one left over.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Okay. And then step 8, take a PB 2 times 4mm screw and fit it into the screw socket at the corner of the part. Tighten the screw to fix the parts together. So it's the, yeah. Yes.
That's right.
I'm pleased about that. So I was thinking, it doesn't seem to be very secure. This will just line that up nicely as well. Make sure it's in the right place.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is stage complete. The pelvic frame and a detail have been attached to the right pelvic griddle.
Ooh.
And then the next one, which is issue 45, is we're going to build the left pelvic frame.
Okay.
Which I have already.
Where is my map?
We're going to need super glue for this issue as well.
Okie dokie. I've got loads of it actually. I was in the shop the other day and I found some more of this. And I bought it because it was on offer. And I brought it home, put it in my drawer, and realised I bought one already. So I must have bought that on special offer as well. So I've got like 3 bottles of this now.
A part work modeller's best friend is super glue.
Yeah, that's it.
The super glue I always use went out of stock in the range, and then it finally came back onto stock online. So I bought £5 worth, and they're £1 a bottle.
Is that stuff, that anti-gravity stuff or whatever it is?
Yes. Yeah. Vacuum sealed.
That's it. Vacuum sealed, yeah.
And then I got Geordie Dave onto that glue, and he absolutely loves it.
I need to try some of that. You'll have to send me the link and I'll order one.
Yeah.
Okay, so glue shaken, not stirred.
Okay. So this is the left pelvic frame. We're going to extend the pelvis by completing the left pelvic frame and adding detail to the right.
Okay.
Okay, so parts check. 45-1 is pelvic frame left.
So that is a mirror of what we've just had.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then 45-2 is pelvic frame left.
That one.
Yep. And then 45-3 is pelvic griddle detail. Right. It's them.
That one, yeah, it's got an R on it.
Yeah. And then 45-4 is pelvic griddle detail left, which is the other one.
Okay.
And then 45-5 is 3 M2 nuts, 1 spare.
Oh, it didn't open. Oh. 3 M2 nuts, 1 spare. So
Yeah.
just one of them away. Yep.
Okay. 45-6 is 2 KB 2 times 4mm screws, 1 spare.
Yep.
And then 45-7 is 3 PM 2 times 6mm screws, 1 spare, so the larger ones. It says you will also need a sharp craft knife and cutting surface, a crosshead screwdriver, tweezers optional, fine file, left pelvic plate 43-4 supplied with issue 43, And right griddle assembly from issue 44. Super glue and a cocktail stick.
There we go. I think that's everything.
Right. Okay, so step 1 is, if you've not already done so, cut part 43.4, which is that other detail we had in the previous issue, from the frame and remove any rough edges with a fine file. Take care when using a craft knife. It is advisable to work on a cutting mat or other suitable surface.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Step 2 is take the pelvic frame and position it as shown. Fit part that you've just done under the matching shape on the frame so that the raised screw socket circled fits into the recess of the frame. The recess on the underside when viewed from this angle.
Okay.
Okay. And then step 3, fix the two parts together with a KB 2x4mm screw.
Which is the smaller one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Step 4. Fit 2 M2 nuts into the hexagonal recesses in the part circled. And then your little tape trick.
I don't even know where it's gone. I've put it somewhere safe. Where did I put it? Oh, I screwed it up in a ball.
Oh.
Never mind, I've got plenty more.
There should be a website, electricaltapelovers.com.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Okay. And then step 5, turn the frame over, ensuring that the nuts stay in place. Position the, part 45.2 so that the screw holes align with the recesses in the part. Note that there are raised areas around the holes in the part on the underside when viewed from this angle, which fit into the recesses in the part.
Okay.
So I'm not reading the part numbers out because I'll be here all night.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, yeah, that's in position. That fits in nicely.
Okay, fix the pelvic frame to the part with 2 PM 2x6mm screws.
Okay.
Okay, so step 7 is cut the right pelvic detail from the frame, ensuring that the foot circled is attached. Remove any roughness where it was joined to the frame. So you want the right one, Horlicks, the one that says R.
Yeah, so he's probably working out roughly where to cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that's the foot there. So I can cut it there.
Well, you can always cut a little bit more of the sprue off, basically, and try and fit it onto the thing. Okay, I need that much off.
Yeah. So that's the right one we want. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it says check the fit of the part at the end of the assembly from issue 44. The foot fits into the recess arrow inset and the inner curved edge fits against the part between the edges of the part and the two raised tabs dotted line inset.
No, it curves round.
No.
No.
The bit
The
that you
pointy
got,
end goes by your right thumb.
No, I'm not getting this.
it curves around it, Horlicks. So yes, it curves around that bit. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so yeah.
Don't forget, you need to take some more of that screw off.
So that's confirmed that needs to be cut there. Yeah, it took me a minute to get that.
It flummoxed me as well. Okay. So step 9 is apply a very small amount of super glue to the edges of part 45.3 that will be in contact with the assembly from issue 44, highlighted with a blue dotted line. So it's on the bottom of the part and then the curvature of the part, Horlicks.
Right. Yeah, to the very bottom and up there. So when this goes on, does it get butted up against those
Yes.
Yes.
tabs there? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna. I've got some glue in my tray, and then I'll carefully put some around there. Okay. Oh, one piece.
So you're now doing step 10, which is fit the part in place, seen here from the opposite side, ensuring that all the glued edges are in contact.
Okay, so I'll just hold that for a few minutes.
Yeah.
No. I think I was too stingy on the glue. But that's not a bad thing. It just means I can add more.
Yeah, that's one thing.
It's better to add too little at the start than add too much and then you can't undo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I always think. Well, if you add glue, basically add some glue and it basically drops off later. You can okay, and you put a bit more glue on later.
Yeah. Oh, there's a cuckoo clock.
It's Adrian's cuckoo clock.
Okay, I think that's in place.
Okay, and that is stage complete. The left pelvic griddle frame has been assembled and the detail has been attached to the right pelvis. Part 45-4 will be used in a future issue. We suggest you leave it on the frame at this stage.
Okay.
And in next week's issue, we are going to work on the right pelvis.
Okay.
And that's all them done.
Right, that's an hour's down. Do you feel like doing another hour or so? Do some more, or do you want to leave it as next time?
I don't mind. It's up to you guys.
If you are, then you'll have to give me a sec to download the next PDFs.
Are you okay to do a bit more, Mark?
Yeah. I just need to get the PDFs up.
That's all right.
Right, so
I need to get something to drink, some water.
what should we do up to 50? Because you said you got the pictures for that, Adrian.
Yes.
Right, so I'll download 46 to 50.
Yeah, or we can see, okay, do a couple more and right, okay, it's that time. And
Yeah. Sounds a plan.
Right, Adrian, 49 is missing. 49 and 50 are not in the file.
Okay, well then we can go up to 48 at the moment then.
Okay.
That's fine.
Right, we'll do them 3 issues. They're just downloading now.
are you downloading from the Google Drive, are you?
Yes. So
Okay.
that's fine. We'll do them 3 issues. And just coming in. Right. Okay. So let me get rid of that. I've got downloads. There we go. 46. And 47. Open. And 48. Okay, I'm ready.
Cool.
Okay, so 46, we are working on the right pelvis, combined the assembly left pelvic frame from the last issue with this issue's components.
Okay, so it's deja vu.
It's Fleetwood J says it's that time again, LOL.
Yeah.
Okay, so part 46.1 is pelvic griddle left.
That's there.
Yeah. 46.2 is pelvic griddle detail left. Yeah. 46.3 is 2 PM 2 times 4mm screws, 1 spare.
Right, PM to
They are the black screws, Horlicks.
black ones again, yeah.
Yeah.
And one. So it's one of them.
Okay. And then 46.4 is 3 PB 2 times 6mm screws, 1 spare.
Okay.
And then 46.5 is 6 PB 2 times 4mm screws, 1 spare. It says you will also need a crosshead screwdriver, left pelvic frame and pelvic accessory, from the previous issue, a fine file, super glue, and a cocktail stick.
Okay.
Okay. So step 1 is position the left pelvic griddle on your work surface and identify the fixing points for the pelvic frame circled.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. Take the pelvic frame assembly from issue 45 and position it on the pelvic griddle so that the screw holes circle align with the fixing point identified in step 1.
Okay, so again, I'm going to put the thinner end over the pegs first and then bring the rest of it down, and that seems to give it a really nice fit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, step 3. When in place, the out of the edge of the frame should fit neatly into the part with the pelvic plate in the mounting recesses in the part. When correctly positioned, fix in place with 2 PB 2x6mm screws. The silver ones.
Okay. One and two. Okay.
Okay. Step 4. Identify the 4 fixing points circled on the pelvic frame parts.
So,
Step 4.
one,
Yeah.
2,
2,
3,
4. Yeah.
4.
Then step 5, use 4 PB 2x4mm screws to fix the pelvic frame in place as shown here.
Okay, that's 1. Two. 3. Ooh. And 4.
Very nice.
Oh.
Okay, step 6. Take the pelvic griddle detail and fit it against the rounded end of the part so that the screw holes circled are aligned.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. Fix part in place with a PM 2x4mm screw, which will be that black screw.
Okay.
Okay. And then step 8 is take a PB 2x4mm screw and fit it into the screw socket at the corner of the part. Tighten the screw to fix the parts together.
And there we go.
Okay. And step 11. Oh, sorry, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry about that. Step 9 is cut the pelvic detail from the frame, ensuring that the foot is still attached. Remove any roughness where it is joined to the frame.
It doesn't actually need any filing, that one. That's cool.
Oh, thank you, Adrian.
That's okay, Mark.
Okay.
Okay. So step 10 is check the fit of the part at the end of the assembly from step 8. The foot fits into the recess and the inner curved edges fits against the part between the edge of the part and the two raised tabs.
Okay, so like that.
Yeah. So step 11, apply a very small amount of super glue to the edges of the part that will be in contact with the assembly from, highlighted with a blue dotted line. And then what you're doing now, Horlicks, which is step 12, is fix part in place, seen here from the opposite side, ensuring that all the glued edges are in contact.
Okay. It's a really nice fit, actually, as well.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, and that's stage complete. The left pelvic frame and details have been attached to the left pelvic griddle.
Brilliant.
And then in next week's issue, which we're doing in a second, work continues on the centre of the pelvis.
Okay. These are very quick issues, aren't they?
They are.
Beaming through them.
Yes.
Okay, so in this issue, we'll be working on the central pelvic frame. This issue, we will assemble the connective frame that links the pelvis together.
Okay. Where is my... No, oh, there. What is that? Just going to grab... some water as it's thirsty work.
Oh, when I were building last night, I was sweating.
Yeah. Okay, so this is 46. We've got
No, 47, don't you mean?
47.
47 even. Yeah.
You're doing 46.
Yeah.
Okay, so parts check. 47.1 is pelvic frame rear section.
Yes.
Yeah. 47.2 is pelvic frame.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are both metal parts.
Yeah. 47.3 is lower panel of pelvis.
And that's plastic.
Mm. And then 47.4 is 5 PB 2 times 4mm screws, 1 spare.
So PB 2, 4, 1 spare. Yep.
Yeah. And 47.5 is 3 PM 2 times 6mm screws, 1 spare. And it says you will also need a crosshead screwdriver.
Okay.
Okay, so step 1. Take the lower panel of the pelvis and the pelvis frame. Check how the two parts fit together. Raise screw sockets on the part, fit into the sockets on the other part, as indicated by the dotted lines.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Step 2, when you're happy with the fit, fix the two parts together with 4 PB 2x4mm screws circled in blue.
Okay, so it's these two holes here, and then it's got these two just here.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with this Terminator.
Okay.
Okay, so step 3 then is take the rear part of the pelvic frame and identify the two tabs with screw holes in them, arrows. Align the holes in the tabs with the raised screw sockets on the part circled. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to sit quite right.
It won't do. It will do when you
Okay.
screw it together. It's angled, basically.
Right.
Okay. So it says step 4, fix together the two sections of the pelvic frame using 2 PM 2x6mm screws. Yeah, it's a funny angle. That's why it doesn't look like it sits right, Horlicks.
That's all right, yeah.
Once you screw it in and it tightens, it'll sort itself out. Still got fireworks going off in my area.
Really?
Yeah. Yesterday was a horrendous. That was my alarm.
Okay.
Okay. Step 5, this shows the frame parts fixed together with the PM 2x6mm screws circled. And that is stage complete. The central frame for the pelvis has been assembled together with the panel of the pelvis.
Okay.
Right.
How do I know you were going to say that?
Because you don't do a lot in these issues. Penny hates it when I turn around and say, oh, today's going to be a quick issue. So in the next issue, we continue to assemble the pelvis. So issue 48, assembling the pelvis. We assemble the pelvis connecting the left central and right pelvic frames.
Okay. So, 48. And we've got a parts check.
Yeah. Okay, so 48.1 is the pelvic frame. Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's not it, Horlicks. It's like a square metal piece.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's the pelvic frame. And then 48.2 is the pelvic shield right, which you've just had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a bit confused because I was looking at the pictures and it looked like this was the first bit.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes I get confusing.
Okay, so 48.3 is 7 p.m. 3 times 8mm screws, 1 spare.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1 spare. Yep.
Yep. 48.4 is 3 p.m. 2 times 4mm screws, 1 spare.
3 plus 1 spare. Yep.
Yeah. And 48.5 is 3 p.m. 2 times 6mm screws, 1 spare. It says you will also need a crosshead screwdriver, tweezers optional, fine file if necessary, left pelvic assembly from issue 46, pelvic frame assembly from issue 47, right pelvic assembly from issue 45, super glue and a cocktail stick.
Okay. So I'm just eyeing up these screws. I've got 3 left, but one is different. I've got 2 of one and one of a completely different screw. It's thinner and longer.
Right.
So they must be the 2. So luckily this is only the spare one.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure which that screw corresponds to. And I think that might be a screw that I've not actually had yet.
Right.
Because
Put it in a pot, unknown pot then.
yeah, I've got nothing that looks like it.
Right. While Horlicks sorting that out, I'll just read out this bit of chat. So David Bassett says, it's been like World War One here with all the bangs and flashes both last night and this evening. Luckily, Pepsi is away with the fairies due to the calm diffuser in her house, LOL. Fleetwood J says, fireworks been bad here like the Blitz for the last couple of days. David Bassett says, Fleetwood J, I've managed to post your parcel this evening. You should receive it on Tuesday via parcel post. Fleetwood J says that David Bassett, or bless Pepsi, stoned on karma. I used to swear by one of those for my late gypsy. And Fleetwood J says, David Bassett, massive thanks. And David Bassett says, yes, she's got her nose right under it. Okay.
Right then.
Right, so step 1 is take the assembly from issue 45, identify 2 slots in the pelvic frame circled in blue where the central frame will fit. The slot on the left is below a tab and the one on the right is above a tab.
Okay, yeah.
Step 2, take the pelvic frame assembly from issue 47 and position it as shown. The 2 tabs on the side of the part fit into the slots identified in step 1 as indicated by the arrows. The tabs are a tight fit, so you may need to file them down slightly to do this.
No, that was tight, but it went in nicely, and that's going to stay in.
Right, okay. Step 3, when correctly assembled, check the areas circled in blue. The screw holes on the tabs on the part described in step 1 align with the screw holes on the frame. Yeah.
Oh, one there, and
Further up.
yeah, they're lined up.
Okay. Step 4, you need to be a bit of a contortionist to do these next bits. So step 4 is identify the next 2 slots in the upper bar frame, 43.1, circled in red. Take part 48.1 and arrange it in the orientation shown. The tabs on the side of 48.1, circled in blue, fit into the slots. Okay. Step 5, Fit the tabs into the slots, align it. It is a tight fit, so you may need to file down the tabs to do this.
Okay.
Well, it fit in nicely, I think.
Yeah, I didn't need to file mine down. Okay, so step 6 is take the assembly from issue 46. This is a mirror image of the parts from issue 45 and has to be fitted to the central elements of the pelvic frame in the same way as described in the previous text. This time, all 4 tabs circles have been fitted at the same time. Okay. Step 7, the tight fit of the tab creates a fairly stable assembly, but ensure that the parts are pushed as close together as possible. The screw holes near the corners of the part circled should align with the screw holes on the tabs in the frames of either side.
They do, yeah.
Right, okay. Right, step 8 is fix the 2 sides of the pelvis to the central part of the frame with 4 PM 3x8mm screws circled. So it's the thicker ones, Horlicks.
Okay. So I'm just going to put them all in their holes.
Just while Horlicks is doing that, we've got a tiny bit of chat. So David Bassett, Mark, earlier was that a pelvic girdle rather than a pelvic griddle? Was Terminator having a barbecue?
Yeah.
And then he says the pelvis is really coming together now, Horlicks.
I'm loving it.
It is nice. It is nice to be building when you had a break. Okay, so step 9 is identify the screw hole in the tab on the part, the framework on the right-hand side of the pelvis. Ensure it is correctly aligned with a screw hole in part 47.2, fixed in place with a PM 2x4mm screw. Repeat on the other side of the pelvis.
Okay. That must be the smaller silver screws.
Yes, the 4mm. Let's just say this thing's never coming apart.
No. Right, so that's one gone in, and then repeat the same for the other side, the opposite side, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
correct.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so step 10 is turn the assembly over and identify the next 2 fixing points circled.
Okay, so there and there.
Yep, that's correct. And then step 11 is fix the lower part of the pelvic frame in place with 2 PM 3x8mm screws.
Okay. So I'm just going to drop them screws in.
I think there's a bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah. David Bassett says, how heavy is that part now, Horlicks?
Not that heavy, really. Probably. Oh, I don't even know. A few grams. It's not as heavy as it may look.
Okay.
It's not as heavy as anything we've done with the Routemaster, anyway.
Yeah. Okay, and the step 12. Have we just done step 12? No, step 11, wasn't it? This shows the two PM 3x8mm screws in place, looking from directly overhead. That's why it confused me. Okay, so step 13 is turn the pelvis the right way up again and apply a little super glue to the sides of the two pegs circled on the right-hand side.
Okay.
So on your left, yeah, that one and that other one, Horlicks, yeah.
Okay. And what are we doing with? Are we putting this on?
Yes,
this?
that's going to be glued on.
Okay.
Do you want to test fit it first? See how it goes on first?
Yeah, that's a nice fit.
Surprisingly, they didn't actually test us to test fit it first off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that strange. We normally test fit things and then it just tells you to put glue on something without showing what we're doing.
Yeah, I'd rather put something together and you can see right, okay, how it goes together before you're getting glue on it.
Yeah. So step 14 is take the right pelvic wing and fix it to the top of the glue pegs on the right-hand side of the pelvis as shown.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, skipped ahead there.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, and that's stage complete. The two sides of the pelvis have been joined together and a decorative finish has been fitted on the right-hand side of the pelvis.
It is definitely never coming together, is it? Because now we've glued this part in, you can't get to the screws under there.
No.
Yeah.
And in next week's issue, we add details to the pelvis.
Okay.
The next one's quite a quick one anyway.
And we've not got the books for the next ones, have we?
I have. I've got it. Adrian sorted it for me.
Oh, brilliant.
We can do 49 and 50.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Okay.
As I've got them out, might as well.
So, as we were doing that last one, I was downloading the PDFs.
Actually, sorry, let's rewind. I've got 2 screws left. So,
Hang on.
I don't know if I've missed something.
48. Sorry, I need to reopen it. 48. Don't think we missed anything. Right, let me have a look. Are they 4 or 6 millimeter screws, Horlicks?
They are the 2.6 ones.
Let me have a look. I'm going through it quickly as I can.
Yeah, I'm looking for the mag here as well, but
I think it's like 2 screw holes, but we didn't end up putting 2 screws in, sort of thing.
All the stages are there.
I can't see anything.
3 eighths. 2 times 4, did you say, or 2 times 6?
I've got 2.6.
3 8. No, I can't see 2 6.
No, I can't either.
No, there's definitely not a stage where we fit 2 times 6 millimeter screws.
I'm just going by pictures now. So we've got them, that they're in, that's in, they're in, they're in, and then these four are in. And from this side, we've got the two in there. I
Yeah.
wonder if something to do with these up here. Because there's two more screw holes on the top here that join this frame up there, but there's no screws in them.
Yeah. Just looking at the underside. No, because in the instructions they look like the blank.
They do, but then when you get to step 12, you can see screws magically in there.
That's true.
Can you see what I mean?
Yeah, I see. I see
Yeah.
what you mean.
There's nothing in the screw holes in the previous step, and then as soon as you get to step 12, it says this is how it should look, and then all of a sudden there's two screw holes occupying these two screw holes up the top here.
Yeah, I put 2 screws in those. I put the last 2 screws in those 2 holes. I think they missed out the instruction putting those 2 screws in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there was a mistake or something because Adrian told me about it.
So if I make this bigger, so Adrian, if you can go back to step 11 and then just highlight with the mouse where the screws should go.
Up there.
Yeah, so this is, if you go back
Yeah.
a step to 11, see,
Yeah, because they're not there.
they're not there, no, that's where I saw them. And then if you go to step 12, all of a sudden, they magically appear in there. So
Yeah.
that's the only place I can see where they could possibly go to join the frame up.
Yeah, I just looked at my model. I think, yes, I put those 2 screws in those 2 holes.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So they've missed a step out. But we've sussed it. Yeah, and they fit in there absolutely perfectly.
Yeah. David Bassett says you need to be a weightlifter to lift the Routemaster now, Horlicks.
Yeah.
And David Bassett, is that I can't believe it's not metal.
The middle of this is metal, the framework, but the actual pelvis bit, this is all plastic.
Well, you think about it, if it was all metal, how heavy would it weigh?
Yeah.
You got to think as well. The original model, the prototype, is made out of plastic, all of it.
Okay, so I've just put those 2 leftover screws in there. They went in absolutely perfectly. It was the right size holes, the right size thread. So I'm happy we did that. I just noticed them. I was like,
Okay, so in the next issue, we're going to be adding details to the pelvis.
Okay.
So, issue 49, adding details to the pelvis. We'll be adding details to the left of the pelvis and with the left pelvic shield.
Okey-doke.
Okay, so 49.1 is pelvic shield left. Okay. 49.2 is pelvic plate. Yep. 49.3 is 2 pelvic sockets. Okay, and then 49.4 is 3 PB 2 times 5mm screws, 1 spare. And it says you will also need a cross-head screwdriver, tweezers optional, craft knife, a suitable cutting surface, pelvic assembly from issue 48, super glue, and a cocktail stick.
Okay. PB 2 times 5.
You need to find your label maker again, Horlicks.
I do, because I haven't got them yet. I think I know where it is, but it's in a bit of a hidden place. So I'm just going to write on there, and I'll sort it out when I get round to it. So PB.
PB 2 times 5mm.
Okay.
Okay.
There.
So, step 1. Take the assembly from issue 48, identify the 2 pegs on the left side of the pelvis circled, and after test fitting, apply a little super glue around the sides, fit the left pelvic shield in place as described in the previous issue for the right shield.
Okay.
At least they told you this time to actually test fit it this time.
Yeah.
It's not the best fit in the world. I think I might need to do some modification. See, it sticks out in that bottom corner there. What it is if you look at this side, didn't notice that this piece we glued in has got a point on the end of it. This one hasn't. It's sort of an abrupt end.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's stopping it.
So that could be a modification you might do off camera, or
Yeah, I think so. I'm just going to try and do something with my knife. Except it's not the sharpest knife in the world, so it might not work. Where's my file? I'll just give it a... Yeah, it's getting better. Just a couple more scrapes and I think we'll be there. So all I'm doing is just sanding that down into a point like that.
yes.
There we go. And that's a much better fit, see? So now I'm happy with that. And I'll glue that into place. Yeah, much better fit. Now that's gone down into a point. I had to take quite a lot off that. But there we go. I'm happy with that. Oh, hang on. I've lost sound. I can't hear anything.
I'm here.
We're here.
Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so step 2 then. Okay, so step 2 is cut the 2 sockets from the frame and smooth the surface at the cutting points if necessary. Take care when using your craft knife.
Right. I'm just going to cut that out. Penny taught me this way. Cut off more than you need and then go back in. Okay, so that's one.
Yeah, it's like where you want to get the pliers, you can't get it because the screws in the way.
Yeah.
That's why carrying most of the sprue off, it's easy to.
Okay.
Okay, so step 3, fit the sockets into the pelvic shields. Note that there is a bar on the underside of each socket that fits into the slot in the recess in the shields.
Ah, okay.
So it can only go in one way.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Step 4, fix each of the sockets in place with a PB 2x5mm screw.
Oh, I see. Yeah, when they go in.
Yeah.
Like so.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Step 5 then is on either side of the front of the pelvis there is a recess that follows the curve of the pelvis. After test fitting, apply a little super glue around each recess. So it's the part we've got left, Horlicks. It's a bit unclear. So that's going to be going in if you want to test fit it. before gluing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
really nice fit.
So around the rim of the pelvis, you need to apply some super glue.
Okay. So I'm just going to do. I'm using a finer point of the cocktail stick, but of course it doesn't. Give you much glue to work with, the finer the point.
Yeah, that's the problem sometimes, isn't it?
It's the one time of the year that I can go into a into a shop, buy cocktail sticks, and not get asked, "Are you having a cocktail party?"
Yeah.
Why are you buying cocktail sticks at this time of year? Okay, so step 6 would be take the pelvic plate and position it in the orientation shown so that you can fit it into the gap in the front of the pelvis.
Okay.
Okay. And step 7 is fit the plate in place as shown. And that is stage complete. Further details have been added to the pelvis. And then in next week's issue, we are going to fit the pelvis to the spine.
Brilliant.
Okay. So, issue 50. All that work you've done tonight, Horlicks, you'll be attaching it to the Terminator.
Oh, lovely. Right.
Okay, so issue 50, fitting the pelvis to the spine. The Terminator TH100 takes another step towards completion as we attach the pelvis to the existing endoskeleton body.
Nice. Yeah, I like issues like this when you've done a load of bits and then you.
Like issue 40 when you put it all together, the head and the yeah.
I'm gonna have to do this in 10s then. Is it like it every 10? Issue 60.
I don't know.
Okay, so.
Okay, parts check. So 51 is pelvic plate.
Okay, and that is plastic.
Yeah. Okay. 50-2 is connection plate. That should be metal.
Yeah, that's quite a heavy piece of metal.
Yeah. 50-3 is 5 M3 lock nuts.
Oh, God. Oh, of course, and I've got nothing to. Oh, no, it should be all right. 5, yeah. There's one of them spare, yeah, one.
Yes.
Okay. 50-4 is an M10 nut.
Right, yeah, that's that big one.
Yeah. And 50-5 is 5 PM 3 times 8mm screws, 1 spare. Penny's in the chat and she says, yes, it is. Every 10 issues is a good cut-off point most of the time.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Penny. And it says you'll also need a crosshead screwdriver, tweezers optional, complete assembly from issue 42, pelvic assembly from issue 49, super glue, and a cocktail stick.
Okay.
Okay, so step 1 is take the connection plate, apply a little super glue in each of the 4 hexagonal recesses.
Oh, okay. Right.
Basically, we're gluing these nuts in.
Okay. Is it worth making sure they fit in all right?
Yeah,
I'm sure they will, but
Yeah, well, no harm, just double checking, that's all.
oh, frost a nut. There we are. Got it. Yeah, that's that one. And that one, yeah, they all fit fine.
okay.
So we're going to put some glue in each of the holes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so step 2 is fit an M3 lock nut into each of the recesses. Note that the nuts have one flat side and one side with a rim. The flat sides fit into the base of the recesses. Penny's Pit Stop says, I had trouble with this stage. Nuts kept falling out despite the fact I glued them in well. And Fleetwood J says, sales in cocktail sticks must gone through the roof this year.
No, since sales gone down, because not many people could throw parties. But they still wonder why they end up still selling coptics.
Okay, they're in there.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure what's coming up, but I can
Okay.
shake it upside down and they're...
Yeah. Right, so step 3, take the assembly from issue 42 and lay it on your work surface so that you can access the end of the spinal cord. 42.4. Part 50-2 will be fitted to this as indicated by the arrow. Note that the sides of the spinal cord are flat so that it will be fit into the shaped hole in the center of the part 50-2.
Okay.
I don't know, but if you install it upside down, you might be able to use it as a tool to tighten up that bit more. Now, if you just put it on upside down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see. That is tight. That's straight.
But you need it certain way, don't you? That's right. Yeah, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
It's lined up correctly. Now fit it on the other. That's right.
Okay.
Right, okay, so carefully note the orientation and the fit connecting plate onto the end of the spinal cord as shown. Yeah, so there should be a bit of a gap.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But is all the plastic units locked in, clipped into place roughly? Yeah, yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. After checking, the spinal cord is still fully tightened. Fix the connection plate in place by tightening the M10 nut onto the end of the spinal cord as shown. If necessary, gently tighten with a suitable spanner or pair of pliers, taking care not to over tighten.
Okay. Do you think it's worth a bit of Loctite on this? Or is it not really necessary?
I don't think it's really necessary.
Well, as you haven't got a spanner, you might want to go back to tighten a bit more.
Okay, well that's
At the moment, you can only do it finger tight at the moment, so you haven't got really a spanner at the moment, have you?
I've got these pliers I used earlier.
Penny's Pit Stop says Fleetwood on Wednesday while everyone was stockpiling toilet paper, I was buying cocktail sticks.
Actually, I might have a suitable tool to tighten that. Might. No, that's a shame. That's a 9. And that must be a 12.
I mean, we can always pause it here, Horlicks, while you get that sorted and finish it off next week.
It is tightening, but I'm not sure how. It says don't over tighten. So how do you know how you did yours?
I just did mine with my spanner until it was tight. That's it, really.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. Well, it's going, so we'll be all right.
Well, then next stage, you can always not do the screws in too tightly. You can always go back to it later and with the correct spanner, can't you?
Yeah.
Penny's Pit Stop says if you over tighten it, you won't be able to move the spine.
You just go backwards and forwards, basically. That's what it's designed to do.
Like that.
Yeah, that looks fine to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really tight. I don't really want to. I don't want to go any tighter than that.
Okay.
That is tight, so I'm happy with that, and I don't think it's going to come out. There's so much pressure on that; it's not gonna vibrate loose. So
no,
I mean, I could, for extra measure, just drop a bit of thread lock right on the end of it.
Yeah,
but it's probably absolutely pointless. what's the next stage then?
Okay, so step 6 is take the pelvis assembly from issue 49 and position it in the orientation shown. Once lifted into position, blue arrow, the 4 raised screw holes in part 48-1 will fit into the recesses in the connecting plate 50-2. We have indicated that fit of one of these with a red arrow.
Okay. Right, so in that case, I'm going to put a tiny bit of thread lock on that.
David Bassett says the range had some more vacuum sealed super glue tubes back in stock, slightly different coloured tube at $149 a tube. You've gone up in price. Saying that, I'd still pay that for it because it's really good glue. And everybody has their own personal preference on glue.
Yes.
Right, so I have put some Loctite on there. That'll dry because we're putting this bit on, so it's going to be covered anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just for extra measure.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that bit will go on.
Yeah.
Like so.
Is that the right way around? I think that's correct, yes. Yes, that's the back of the Terminator. Right, okay. So step 7, the inset shows a pelvis assembly viewed from beneath. Identify the 4 screw holes circled. Position the pelvis assembly against the connecting plate and fix in place from beneath with 4 PM 3x8mm screws. The screws are anchored in place by the M3 nuts that were glued to the connecting plate in steps 1 and 2.
Right, okay. So let me move this down so you can see what I'm doing.
So yeah, it's them 4 holes down there. I think this is where Penny might have had an issue, you know, with the screws popping out when she was screwing into it. The nuts, sorry.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what I'm doing is, obviously they've freshly been glued in. I'm just going in really lightly. And then just turning it without putting any pressure on it, and I'm waiting for it to grip.
Yeah.
It's quite good actually because I can look at the camera, see where I'm going. Right, and then last one. Okay, this one doesn't want to play. Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, I've got one that's done what Penny's has done.
Can you hear it rattling around?
Yeah, it's pushed the nut out the other side.
I think what I did was I made sure there was electrical tape behind. I think.
So yeah, this isn't an ideal situation because I'm guessing to get to them now, I'm going to have to undo that big nut again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is not ideal.
Well, it's lucky you put Loctite, not glue on it.
Okay, so is there nothing I can do? Yeah, two of the nuts have actually fallen out. Okay, so let's try that again.
David Bassett says, this is reminding me of Dr. Noel Fitzpatrick, the super vet, when he's rebuilding a poor doggy's broken pelvis.
No, I did think it was going rather well, but just that last one let me down.
Right, do you want to put a little bit of slither of
Oh, sorry.
black tape over the hole? Over the nut, basically, offside? Try and support it in the hole?
I've just put some more glue in. Yeah, because I'm guessing they're not going to be seen.
No.
But one of these was a bit awkward to get in. I just want to test all these. I just want to test all these nuts.
Oh, make sure the screw goes in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or it could be a
this
screw,
one.
or the nut could be slightly faulty.
Yeah, this is where I have problems. I don't know whether it's the screw or the nut. But we've got a spare of each, so I'm going to change them. That's where I had the problem.
Right, try another screw in that hole. Then it'll be basically right. Okay, if the screw goes in fine, then it's the other screw. If it's still the same nut problem, okay, it's the nut.
Yes, the nut. So luckily we had a spare. So let's put a new nut in there. Sorry, I'm off camera. I forgot I've moved the camera. Okay, so let's try that again. Yeah, and that goes in now. So that was the problem I had earlier. Okay, so I'm going to put this back on. One more go. I do need to get some proper tools. So it's gone really smoothly tonight until
I think Penny cursed you.
okay, so now I've undone that, I'm going to just drizzle a little bit more Loctite on there. I'm tempting fate now. Okay, so let's try and get these screws in again. That's one. How are we doing for time? 2 hours.
I'll have to get them again.
What have you been? What are you munching on then?
Oh, it's a Fibre One bar lemon drizzle square. Really nice.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Well, Alexa's not sure about
I swear that thing's working for the government.
that. They're really nice. Well, I'm not sure.
Yeah, since lockdown happened in March, I've lost 4 stone in weight.
Really?
Yeah, I've gone from 16 down to 12.
Right, that's in.
Okay. Yay. Okay, so step 8 then is take the pelvic plate and identify the 4 raised pegs on the back of the plate near the corners. Part fits across the back of the pelvis at the base of the spine. The 4 pegs fit into the 4 holes circled. So you probably need to turn your Terminator around, Horlicks.
Oh, yeah. I'll move the camera. So these holes here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, now it does say that this is a push fit connection, but mine isn't a push fit connection. So you're doing step 9, which is after test fitting, position the pelvic plate across the base of the spine as shown in the next step.
Yeah. That did go in quite firmly. And I can...
Right, okay. So step 10, once in position, the ends of the plate 50-1 butt up neatly with the sides of the pelvis as shown. And that is stage complete. The pelvis has been fitted to the base of the spine.
Brilliant.
And in next week's issue, we are going to fit the pelvis panel and connection parts for all the muscles. We've got Dave's hobbies. Hello all, busy with Christian's Routemaster while listening to you guys working hard.
Ah, I've just seen, because we've already pre-fitted something, haven't we?
How do you mean? Yes.
Yes.
That's where they do go, but they just don't tell you to put them into another issue.
Until you get that part.
Yeah. So, do you think I'm safe to clip them in?
I did. I clipped mine in. There you go.
Brilliant. And there he is. Right. Let me sort the camera out. I've managed to get glue on my lips.
Oh, okay.
There we are.
Getting bigger. It's where to put it now, Horlicks.
Well, yeah, actually, I didn't think of that because I found a perfect space to put him on the air freshener, but I'm not going to be able to do that now. He's going to have to go in my bed with me, isn't he? I'll have to lay him on the pillow. Yeah, no, I'll find somewhere for him safe after the show. So,
Okay.
yeah, really enjoyed that.
Good.
Really enjoyed that. And yeah, no, we've got a lot done. 10 issues. Well, yeah, 9 issues.
Yeah.
Wow.
P40F20 says you've gotten a lot done tonight. Nice job, Horlicks.
Thank you.
Dan O'Bill says really coming together now.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. And yeah, really enjoyed that. It's yeah, it is coming together really nicely, and it is getting heavy now. It's probably about 2 kilograms at the moment ish. Oh no. Where I put that nut down that was defective, it sort of now glued itself to my table.
Oh.
Get a knife underneath it, your scalpel.
Oh.
Oh.
It didn't want to glue in the hole, but
Yes.
Oh dear.
Well, lucky it didn't glue in the hole.
well, no, yeah. I've just been that one. So yeah, no, yeah, really good issue, and we got some free stone.
Yeah.
Polishing stone or whatever it is. So I'm going to put that in the screw pot. I like them. Like what I found.
Oh dear.
So yeah, no, right. Well, I suppose a bit of think about ending the show. It's been nearly 2.5 hours. So thank you all for watching and commenting. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night. Oh, we've got to do the schedule, haven't we? Have you? Shall I do that, or have you got that up?
Well, I know it off the top of my head anyway. So tomorrow you are live, Horlicks, at 8 o'clock doing Routemaster issue 98 ? Which means that you're going to be doing quite a few, hopefully. Sunday is me, 8 o'clock, with the Spitfire show, and that's issue 33 and 34. Monday is Chris Davies' World, and he's doing Ecto issue 1 and 2. Tuesday is Adrian,
Okay.
and
It'll be either Spitfire issues or the camper van.
okay.
Okay.
Wednesday it's Penny Day, as I call it now. 2 o'clock with Yorkshire Crafter doing their diamond painting show, and then she's with Horlicks at 8 o'clock for the part work show, which she'll be doing issue 98 of her books. And then Thursday is back to me, where I'll be doing issue 107 of my books at 8 o'clock. And then it's back to Friday for Horlicks and his Terminator.
So now we've got, it's really funny, we've got three Routemaster shows. So it come to an end, the one show, and now we've ended up with 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's good. It lives on.
Yeah. Penny doesn't know how I can do that schedule off the top of my head.
No, it's good. Yeah, I think the plan for Penny is 98 plus and 99 as well, I think.
Right.
But we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
But yeah, tomorrow I'll be back, with the Routemaster. Yeah, so I'm not sure how many I'm going to do yet. I was thinking about doing up to 103, only because I want to get the stuff that's on there, like the frame that I didn't attach properly. I want to get that buttoned up properly. But we're going to just have to see how it goes and how long it takes.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
I would recommend them putting your passengers on the upper deck, Horlicks. Give that glue time to dry maybe tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Decide where you're going to put them and then glue them in if we're going to be doing up to 103.
yeah, I mean that's the plan, but it might not go to plan. It, you know, obviously we're not going to be streaming for 5 hours, so you know, we'll just see what we can get done and what time without rushing too much. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get quite away with it.
Well, it's all like do one issue, right? Okay, how long we take that? Okay, we've taken half an hour on that one. Do another.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, we've taken quarter of an hour on that one.
Mm.
Okay.
Do the next one.
So yeah, I'll glue in the figures. Tomorrow morning, and then I can show where I've put them, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's enough blabble. Dano says, hang on. No, sorry, David Bassett says, great build tonight. Thank you very much. And then Dano says, looking forward to tomorrow, so better get some snacks in. It looks like it could be a long one. Yeah, hopefully my co-host won't fall asleep. I'll be here screwing away and I'll look up and they'll be nodding off. No. Okay, no, thank you very much for watching, as I say, and I'm going to leave you with these guys to say their goodbyes, and then we'll end the show, and I will see you tomorrow. So take care all. Again, thank you for watching for the 15th time. Please give me a like, and see you tomorrow. And here's Adrian.
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels. I think Horlicks put our link to our channels in the description.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I could assist you on your show tonight.
No, thank you very much. And we've got Mark.
So thanks for having me on, Horlicks. Pleasure doing the instructions for you. I'll see you all at the next one. Which will be tomorrow night. Yes. Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Okay. So, that being said, it's good night from all of us. And see you tomorrow.